Good morning, oh, lovely to see you. Can I introduce you to Bishop Morris, who's our chair of trustees? Very nice to see you. Warm up for you. And Ryder is our director of care. She'll be taking over from me and showing you around.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. Yes, that's
Our children's company.
no, exactly. Yeah. With it not.
There we are.
Oh, that's perfect.
There we are. Thank you for helping me pick it up.
Hello. Thank you. That's really kind, Ryder.
There we are. Oh, look, what I see it here.
Somebody's got a birthday on the same day.
Oh, it's your birthday the same day.
So she made a card, didn't she?
Goodness me, very, very happy birthday.
Did you happen to give you a city?
Yes, of course, absolutely. Definitely. So how old are you then?
She was born on the same day.
Oh, my God, so
You love the games room, don't you?
Lovely game. Oh, yes. Have you got a favourite bit of the games room? You came in most. No, I think you'll do something incredible in this place. Smile on your face.
Sorry,
How old are you? You're 13.
13, yeah.
13.
Yeah.
If we cast our mind back 30 years ago, the plight of children with life-limiting illnesses and their families was really not very well known and not very well revealed. But there began the Children's Hospice movement, and we know that started in Oxford at Helen House, and there were a number of us who piled on in behind to make sure that these very special facilities happened around the country. And a group of us gathered together here in North Devon, 8 of us there were in all, to begin to think about how we establish a hospice for this wonderful area of ours. Sadly, only 4 of those original members are living at the moment, but I'm pleased to say that not only myself, but Trevor and Eldie Lloyd, who are sitting in his first gazebo, were there at the foundation of it, and it's been an utterly magical adventure during it all. So absolutely brilliant. What I want to say about that adventure is that the adventure would not have been possible without this thing called charity, and you've heard me wax lyrical about how special this country is in regard to its charitable endeavours. We would not have been able to create both this hospice and our other hospices without this thing called charity, which is in the DNA of this country. And so when we launched, people gathered together to support us. And what I'm pleased to say is that this is quite, again, a special celebration, because the roots of Children's Hospice South West were here in North Devon, and it radiated out to other parts of Devon. And that's the representation here we have this afternoon of you pioneers who supported us right from the early days. And I know that there are many people who were supported us from day one. There are a number of support groups here who've been with us for that long, and I'm sure it feels like that to some of you, but you haven't faltered. You've been part of an extraordinarily faithful army. And if I can just pick out one friends group from my own village of Marwood who rallied to our support as a family, they are one of a number of groups who started up 30 years ago. Absolutely fantastic. Now, the Children's Hospice movement has grown quite substantially. Children's Hospice South West has grown substantially. We know that we have 3 hospices now covering the whole of the South West region. We're looking after in excess of 500 children per year, together with their families. And what I want to say is that the foundations of all that was laid here in Devon, and it's that I want to acknowledge and celebrate here today. So thank you all from the bottom of my heart, and ma'am, we're absolutely thrilled to see you, and in a moment Her Royal Highness is going to help Sammy to plant a tree in honour of this special occasion. But I know that Her Royal Highness wants us to say just a few words to you all.
If I've got this thing
Hang on.
switched on properly, what do I have to press? Talking to
There we are. There we are.
Here we are.
I think we're on.
Hope you could hear me now. Well, thank you, Eddie, very much. If it hadn't been for you, I wouldn't be visiting today, because you were the person in the first place who introduced me to Children's Hospice South West. So I'm an incredibly proud patron, and I really wanted to thank everybody who's been involved with this wonderful children's hospice movement, because I know how much it means to the parents and the children. I know the people who work here are absolutely incredible. I know how much they enjoy it. You know, the wonderful thing about coming to these hospices, before I'd ever visited one, I wasn't quite sure what to expect. I thought they were going to be very sad places, but they're so wonderful that you walk in, it's so uplifting and welcoming. Everybody always seems to be laughing, which is a huge asset to these places. And I know, you know, having spoken to a lot of parents, that they just wouldn't have been able to cope without you all. So I really wanted to say to all the children, all the parents, all the people who work here, and obviously to the donors and Eddie, for say a huge thank you for the absolutely incredible job you do. I wish more than anything else there were many more hospices like this all over the country. They're so needed, but at the moment we're very lucky to have the ones we do have. So thank you very much indeed. I really
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you for your tremendous support for the Children's Hospice movement. And I know how dear it is to your heart, and we are very, very grateful and great pleasure to have you as our patron. And you're always most welcome.
I shall be back.
You will? Oh, good. Now, we're going to plant this tree, which looks as if it's semi-planted already. But I think if we'd like to come over,
I'll come over
and would you like to
hold the mic?
So,
Would you like me to hold that?
shall I take that one?
Would you like to say hello?
Oh, would you like to say hello to
Say hello,
everybody?
Sam.
You'd like to say who you are?
Hello, I am called Sammy and I am half a part, and it's been a wonderful day today. Thank you all for joining the rest of the family members.
Wonderful.
Fantastic.
That's lovely. Wonderful word. Thank you.
You are really good, Sammy. I think we'll have to put you on the stage. You're obviously a natural actor.
Right.
Yes. Are you going to
Now,
help this,
would
Sammy?
you like to help Her Royal Highness
help them?
with
If we just put
shoveling a bit of
3, 1. There we go. 2. Yay. 3. And then do you know what we do, Sammy? We tap it for good luck.
Yes.
Good luck, tree. There we are. Thank you very
Well
much.
done. Thank you
Thank
very
you
much
very
indeed.
much for your help.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.